What's up, y'all? It's Thursday, and we got some stuff to talk about, okay? I was like, do I go live? Do I not go? Because it's been so much with the whole Diddy thing that I'm like looking at videos, looking at all these reports, and looking at all these stories, and it's a lot. And I know for me, it kind of like hits home with me because of some of the things that I've been through. But you know what, let me cut this off real quick. Hold on one second, because my little air filter here, it's really driving me nuts. So all right, I'm back. I had to get up. So anyway, it hits home with me, and with Diddy, honey, it's a lot of stuff going on with him. So as you guys can see, a new lawsuit accuses Diddy of two other men of SAing a 17-year-old girl in 2003. Diddy denies allegations in this new statement. Now, let's talk about this. The situation that he had with Cassie in real life is small potatoes. It's small potatoes compared to what's going on right now. Because with Cassie, it was civil. She was over the age of 18. So, he paid the money, whatever, it's done. But with this new situation, this lady was now a woman. She was a minor. This lady is allegedly saying that Harvey Pierre met her, and it's so much information, so I need to go slow. Harvey Pierre, which is like Diddy's right-hand man, or was at the time, and Diddy was, from my understanding, he was about 35 years old when this took place. Harvey Pierre met this young lady at a nightclub in New York City. He went into the bathroom and was hitting the pipe out of like a Mountain Dew can in the bathroom of a nightclub. And this is where he met this young lady. Now, my first thoughts is, why are you in a club smoking, hitting it in a club with someone that is 17 years old? That's my first thing. How are you, a 30-year-old man, hanging out in a club with people that are, what, to enter it's 18, to drink it's 21? Like, why are you there? Like, were you already, like, did you go there with the mindset of thinking, you know what, I'm about to give me a little youngin'? Like, you already had that mindset, obviously, because you're hanging out with 18, 17, 18, and 19-year-olds in a nightclub, in the bathroom, hitting it. Okay? Now, I don't know, I just don't know. So they end up smashing in the bathroom. So he ended up, having intimacy or intercourse or whatever with this young lady in the bathroom. She's 17 years old. 17 years old. And he says, wow, I think Diddy might like you. You know what I'm saying? You need to come go with me. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me show you some pictures. Like, Diddy, my man for real. Like, I'm that dude for real. Diddy is my brother for real. You know what I'm saying? So look, like, this him right here on the phone. Look, let me show you. Like, I got him on speed down. Like, we cool like that. And I think he'll like you. Why don't you come go with me? Put her on a plane and flew her to another state to go meet Diddy. She meets Diddy. Diddy does what he does with her. I guess Harvey Pierre might do what he wanted to do with her again. And then kind of passed her around. She was 17 years old. So this young lady now has come out and said that, I'm sorry, let me go to the comments. I'm sorry. What's going on, guys? All right, Miss Sabrina Soul, welcome back to my channel. Please make sure you like the video, because I'm so in my feelings about this. Because the first thing I thought to myself when when this stuff came out and it started to happen, because I have a daughter and Diddy has daughters. And it just really just the first thing that came to my mind is karma. I don't wish nothing bad, I promise, on everything on his girls, but like, you have girls. Like, I wonder if Diddy ever thought to himself, let me put the shoe on my foot. Let how would I feel if people did this to my girls? Like, I don't even think that he ever really sat and thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing I thought to myself is, oh my God, what if that was my daughter? You know what I mean? Like, he obviously has no conscious of, I just, they've been calling him the devil. So, maybe that's what it is. He's the devil. But anyway, they flew this young lady out. She comes and files a lawsuit. And I want to say that this is Diddy's 5th lawsuit now, being sued. And the lawyer that represented Cassie is the same lawyer that's representing this young lady. Now, if you know anything about Cassie's lawyer, I'm sorry. From my understanding, he is the bomb diggity. And one thing about lawyers is that man decided to take this lady's case. He decided to take this lady's case. You know why? Because he knew that this was a winning case. You know how some lawyers think, like, there's some lawyers that won't take certain cases because in their head, they're like, you know what? I'm going to be wasting my time with this. I'm not even going to entertain this case. Like, unfortunately, get somebody else to do it. No, this man was like, what's going on? What you got? What you got? And she told him what was going on. Cassie's lawyer took this case. This lady has pictures. One thing about, let me explain something to you. Diddy is done. Like, with Cassie, he was done. Now it's like Mortal Kombat. Finish him. He's about to be finished. Okay. And the reason I say this is, and I also say that this is way worse than Cassie, because this has the allegations are with a minor. It's different. It's different. So criminal charges allegedly may be filed. From my understanding, you know what? Let me go here. From my understanding, there was a YouTuber that, let me go to it. Let me see if I can find it. I was watching it last night. There was a YouTuber last night that I watched, and where can I go to my search? And he said allegedly that they raided. So FYI, Diddy is in London right now. Child, let me take a sip because Diddy is in London right now. When Kimora Lee's house caught on fire, from my understanding, allegedly, the feds went to London and was like, we got some questions we need to ask you. So Kimora Lee Simmons' house caught on fire, and we need to know, like, did you have any parts of that? So we know that he's in London. And from my understanding as well, he is in London with a whole camera crew. I don't know what he's filming, what kind of documentary he's trying to put out before 50 Cent put it out, because in real life, and I just want to let y'all know, it's a lot going on in my head right now. So I'm going to be jumping all over, because FYI, just to let you guys know, 50 Cent is doing a documentary called Surviving Diddy. And the documentary is about to put all of Diddy's business out there. Like, he about to interview folks. And let me tell you something, 50 Cent has the money. He has the money to do this. So Diddy, be very afraid. And one thing about Diddy and 50 Cent, I don't know what issues that Diddy and 50 Cent really, truly have, but I do know that Diddy used to date 50 Cent's baby's mom or whatever. And they've had a feud at least, 10, 20 years or something like that. I don't know exactly how long the time is, but I know that they just really don't like each other. And for real, 50's like, got him. So whatever grave that Diddy is digging for himself, like 50 Cent is like helping him on the back end dig the grave. 50 Cent is doing a documentary, Surviving Diddy, and he's getting all these people to testify. And one thing about Diddy too, he does not want to mess with 50 Cent, because think about it. He actually contacted 50 Cent and asked him to come to these FO Friday night parties to get jiggy with it. Okay. No pun intended. So he even sent photos to Cassie allegedly, well, I don't even know if I have to say allegedly, because 50 Cent said it out his own mouth. He sent pictures to 50 Cents with pictures of Cassie being like in that moment. You know what I mean? In those intimacy or intimate moments with these people during these FOs on Friday nights. So it's like 50 Cent, I feel like he has a lot of ammunition. I feel like he got a lot of stuff on Diddy. So in real life, I really don't think that Diddy's going to come for him. But let's rewind it back. So 50 Cent is doing a documentary on Diddy, surviving Diddy, having all these people come forward with their stories, etc. And listen to this: all the proceeds that he's going to get from this documentary is going to be, he's going to give the proceeds to DV survivors. So he's like looking like, and there's a lot of people out here that do not like 50 Cent, but the fact that he is trying to say, yeah, Diddy, like I'm just gonna play in your face. I'm gonna play in your face. I'm gonna slap you around a little bit. I'm gonna make you look even worse. Okay, I'm gonna make you look even worse. A lot of people may not like me, but I'm gonna do some good to make you look worse. He's gonna give all the proceeds to his documentary to DV survivors, which is, I think, is phenomenal. I never really followed 50 Cent that much, so I can't say I either love him or I hate him. It's some songs that I like, it's some songs that I don't like. It is what it is. I don't really know too much about 50. I never follow 50, but I can say that for him to do that, like, I just feel like now he's just going to go to the next level and the next level. But 50 Cent got the money to do whatever he wants to do. And I think if it takes the place of, or if it is in regards to making Diddy look bad or worse, he's going to do it. And hey, kudos to him. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Diddy, he finished him. Mortal Kombat, whoop, 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 finish him. He is done. Okay, I am not doing gang signs. You know what I mean? Like, he's done. Done. Also, too, I watched last night. I'm sorry, because I know I just said I'm going to be going all over the place. I watched last night, and I want to play this for you guys. This guy who is, shout out to Jamil Peterson. I don't know this man. I've never met this man before. From my understanding, he's saying that the feds raided Diddy's house last night, allegedly, and they confiscated 32 tapes. He doesn't want to say that they were like the nasty ones, because it hasn't been, the story from my understanding is not out. So he says that his sources have said that his house was raided. He's in London, so he doesn't even know, or he probably knows now, but he didn't even know that they were coming. But his house was raided. The tapes were confiscated. It was 32 tapes. We don't know what kind of tapes they were. I want to imagine that if that was the case, then it was those, not, they was the bad tape. They was the tapes that, your mama and daddy used to hide underneath, like the clothes in the sweater drawer on the very bottom in the back. Them tapes, and like the magazines, you know what I'm saying? Like in the back, under like all the sweaters and like the sweatpants, them kind of tapes. Okay. And my thought is if that is the case, because once these allegations are from this lady, because he hasn't been found guilty yet, so it is alleged at this point because he hasn't been found guilty. So until then it's alleged, you know what I mean? So he's saying that they went in his house, they found 32 tapes. Now, if you guys want to go watch him, just to let you know, I'm going to, first, one second, let me find it, because I want you to actually see, because shout out to him. I don't know who this man is. I'm about to do it right
in the studio with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain stuff that's coming out that he can't hide. Now they're searching your mansion to find out what you may have undercover. It's 300 people in the building, guys. Y'all got to smash that like button. Y'all got to hit that like button. This is exclusive, and I'm breaking the story, and I don't care. Okay? And 50 Cent is dropping the series, and I can't wait to see the Surviving P. Diddy series. And that's going to be it. I thought 50 Cent was joking. Once he put out that series, that Surviving P. Diddy series, everybody in the building answer this question. When did R. Kelly go to jail? R. Kelly started having all these rumors, the feds and the police, all that stuff started going through his house, all of these different things. Women started coming out with these lawsuits. When did they lock R. Kelly up? Right after the series, right after Surviving R. Kelly. So now, when they drop that Surviving P. Diddy series, the handcuffs come right after that. The handcuffs come right after that. And motherfuckers say, why would you be so happy to see a man go to jail? I keep telling y'all, I have daughters.
Like, I mean, I just said that, you know what I mean? So that is the video. So definitely check him out, because he definitely was dropping some gems. And he said that you would not find this information out anywhere on the internet, because when they confiscated, or when they supposedly allegedly raided his home, they took these tapes, and it's not going to be all over the internet, because of course it's, I guess, evidence. And once they do find what they need to find, then I'm supposing that they will go public with it. I don't know. That's what this man said. And he said that it was from a very, very, very great source. So I don't know how that's going to go. But yeah, so I think that if they did confiscate those tapes because they're looking for this 17-year-old lady, like, think about it. Diddy is living very frivolously. Like, Diddy don't care. Diddy is like, I'm untouchable. Think about it. Diddy has gotten away allegedly with so many situations, from unaliving people, paying his way out of this situation, paying his way out of that situation in 1997 with the gun charges. Like, he's living like he is untouchable in his head. He's narcissistic. Something is wrong with this man mentally. Like, he is not wrapped too tight. He has an S on his chest, in his head. He doesn't think that anyone can touch him no matter what, because of the money that he has. So he's going to continue to do these things because no one is going against him, saying you can't do these things. No one is saying you can't be unaliving people. You can't be doing this. All these people, like, even though the situation with Kimora Lee and her house catching on fire, it was her fireplace. Like, for real, it wasn't her fireplace. It could have been a situation where, you got to clean your chimney out in the winter months before you use the fireplace. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be different if it was like in the back side of the house near the sunroom, so I just don't know. But she's scared. She feels like that it was Diddy. And to be honest with you, from my understanding, allegedly, Kimora Lee is not even in the house anymore. She has taken the kids. They are in some type of protection, or she's scared. So she done left her house. She done took the kids. They at this hotel, living in this hotel where nobody knows where they are, because she's scared for her life at this point. And also, too, Cassie's best friend then came out with this 12-page letter or something, saying all this stuff like, you know what, Cassie might have an NDA, but guess what? I don't. And it's a lot of people saying, guess what? I don't. And I'm about to tell my story. So this 17-year-old girl has opened up a whole big old can of worms, whatever. And yeah, because of these charges, it's different from Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a minor. We're dealing with a child. We're dealing with a girl that's underage, unless she has been emancipated, which I really don't think. Harvey Pierre took her out of New York, flew her to where Diddy was. Now, from my understanding, Harvey Pierre done called Diddy on the phone like, yo, Diddy, you know what I'm saying? I got this honey, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to bring her to you, know what I'm saying? Everything is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done tested the waters. Like, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's 17. Like, what's up? You want me to bring her to you? He like, yeah, go ahead and bring me shorty. First of all, phone records. Gonna have the phone records. Okay. And I want to say, since 9/11, from my understanding, like, they don't get rid of phone records no more because of that situation.
So they're going to have phone records. You done took a minor cross state in a jet. From my understanding, there's flight records, okay? Anybody that gets on a plane, small plane, big plane, little plane, mama plane, daddy plane, his plane, her plane, don't matter who plane it is, they gonna have flight records. Like, he's done. Done. So in my head, and I hope, and he needs to be done, because it's just, this is so disheartening. It's nasty. He's nasty. You know what I'm saying? He's dangerous. Something is wrong. I don't know what's going to happen or what needs to happen. I don't know. All I know is going to be some people in the big house. Okay. It's going to be some people in the big house. Let me come back on the screen. I'm sorry. It's going to be some people in the big house that done maybe lost their child or lost their daughter or whatever. That dude one day, he going to drop the soap. He not even going to need to drop the soap. People going to be like, go ahead and y'all have at him. Since he liked to play with little boys, and allegedly, since he liked to play with kids, young people, out there ruining people's lives. Like, really, Diddy? Like, you think you're that invincible? That much money you have? And it's so crazy that these men with all this money have all this power. Like, it's nuts. Think about all the things that we kind of think that he might have done. Think about all the stuff that we don't know about. So this 17-year-old girl, she got pictures. So this is her. She's saying, not only do I have proof, I got pictures. This is the day and timestamp of when I was in his studio. Yeah, she's coming with receipts. She said, unlike many victims who have come forward after decades, Miss Jane Doe, can prove that she not only met Mr. Combs on the night in question, but was in his studio sitting on his lap with her skirt jacked up in New York City with him that night. And I'm sure 35-year-old Diddy in this picture had no idea that one day this was going to come back and bite him in the booty. Like, what is going on? She has on a very short skirt. It's hiked up. The picture alone is guilty to me. And I'm going to say this, and I don't know how y'all are going to feel about this, but at the end of the day, because like I said, I have a young daughter. I'm going to say this. This picture disturbs me. Yes, she's 17 years old. I'm not putting no blame on her, but I will say, as a parent, please make sure you watch your children, because it is predators out here. You know what I mean? So it is as a 17-year-old, I wish my daughter would tell me, Mama, I'm getting ready to go get on somebody's jet, or me and the girls. I need more information. I need phone numbers of the mothers, of the fathers, what address. Like, I just don't understand. So as a parent, I just want to say to y'all as other parents, let's please do better. Let's please do better for our children. Because if I saw this picture of my daughter with a very short skirt on, sitting on a 35-year-old man's lap, this is a skirt. It's a skirt. We looking right at it. It's a skirt. I would be devastated. And to think that, she thinking, oh my God, I'm about to meet Diddy. Like, those are the hard conversations I have with my daughter. Like, I be telling her, like, look, it's predators out here. My daughter is 11 years old. She looks like she's 15, 14 years old. No lie. She tall like me. She like this. She's tall. I tell her, it's going to be men out here that's going to be looking at you like this. Like, you need to let me know. You need to move very far away from these people, because they will kidnap you and do things to you that are unheard of. You have to be careful. It's always a man, a woman, somebody out here that's looking at you in a way inappropriately that they should not be looking at you. And it's men and women out here that do very harmful things to you when they have those thoughts. And if they ever get a moment to snatch you up and put you in their car or anything like that, they will. I have those hard conversations with her. You think I want to be able to tell my 11-year-old daughter some shit like that? That is so nuts to me, you know? So I just want to say, as parents, please, let's do better, you know? But I hope that this young lady gets justice, because I'm sure when she got there, she had no idea what was about to happen to her. It was man after man after man after man just passing her around. How crazy is that? Like, the trafficking and all that and everything that is all alleged that's happening with this man, I really hope and pray that they put this man under the jail, because he is unaliving people. He blowing up people's cars. He putting people's houses on fire. All this is alleged. You know what I'm saying? They're saying now that he had something to do with Biggie's death, Tupac's death. I forgot what that lady's name is. Lisa, I can't remember. The lady that wrote the book, I think it's called Bling. She not here no more. Kim Porter is gone. Like, it's a lot. Like, and then the odd with Kim Porter, first of all, it was rude. Her death was ruled a homicide because she was poisoned. The coroner, y'all know I have, you know, because y'all know English is my second language or was my second language. The coroner, the first one said he ruled it as a homicide and she was poisoned. He was fired. 2 years later, he was unalived. They get another coroner and they like, oh yeah, she died of natural causes. So Kimora Lee is out there saying, I want all this stuff out. I want her case to be reopened. She's spilling it. And think about it. It's not that many people that's left that was there in the times of Kim Porter, and it was there the times of Cassie. And I'm sure Kimora Lee is probably one of the last people that was there and saw and knew everything. I'm sure Kimora Lee also knows every detail that Kim Porter was going to put in that book. And he unalived his baby mama. Why wouldn't he do that to Kimora? Y'all know the allegations with Russell Simmons back in the day. Russell Simmons done flew to Bali, child. He done flew to Bali. You know why? Because he's untouchable in Bali. They can't charge him in Bali. So in Bali, he's a free man. That's where Diddy should have went if that's where he was gonna go. But now it's entirely too late, honey. Okay. So Russell Simmons done went to Bali, child, because he's trying to be safe. He's trying to live his best life as a guilty man. I mean, excuse me. You know, allegedly of a man that was accused of some of the things that Diddy is being accused of. Actually, all of them, because from my understanding, allegedly, Russell Simmons was the P. Diddy in 1990s. You know what I'm saying? So he done fled. But from my understanding, today or yesterday, Russell Simmons done went and said, you know, like, Kimora is this. You can't trust anything Kimora says. Kimora took all my money, and the money that she took wasn't money that she took. Money that the stock that he had, because he was about to be, you know what I'm saying, cha-chinked, you know what I'm saying, cha-chinked with all that situation. He gave Kimora Lee some stock, okay, like, you know, some millions or whatever, and said, hold this for me, thinking to himself, you know, when thinking to himself, like, when it die down, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get them stock, that money back from Kimora, you know what I'm saying, like, so he sold her that stock, okay. Kimora Lee ended up having a husband, but not really having a husband, because y'all just need to find out. Y'all just need to hear about Kimora Lee. The marriage that she had with this billionaire man in real life wasn't her husband. because he had 2 other wives, and polygamy is not it's not legal in the United States. Okay, it is illegal. Okay, so she was never married to this man, but she took that stock money that Russell Simmons had gave her some years ago because he trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, hold that for me real quick. Okay, I'm coming back. You don't know I'm gonna get the money. You don't just hold it for me. You know what I'm saying? So she done sold the stock to get money to bail out, or not bail out, but to pay her husband's lawyer fees, this billionaire, okay, because he done stole billions from the country of Malaysia. Is that a country? Yeah, the country of Malaysia, the supremacy of Malaysia, honey. He done stole from the whole country billions. So now he under investigation. She done took the money to pay the lawyer fees and then took all the money. So now Russell Simmons in his feelings. So now he done gone live. He, you know what I'm saying, Kamora Lee. So he taking up for Diddy. You know, Kamora Lee, you know, she's not a good person. She this, she that. She, you know what I'm saying, she stole my money from me. And then you can't believe nothing she say. So he's like taking Diddy's side right now to try to slander her and make her look bad, allegedly. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, what's going on? But anyway, I'm sorry, guys. What is going on in the chat? I'm not even looking at the chat. Oh my God, the chat is live. I ain't see. Oh wow, I ain't see none of these. Oh my God. Hi, Sabrina. They have the same lawyer talking about Cassie and the 17-year-old. He got Cassie to open the door and break it down with this young lady. If it took Harvey Weinstein, he is no way, honey. The devil is done. Let me tell you something. This man, Cassie's lawyer, I forget what his name is, Winchberg. He would have not taken this case with this lady right here unless he knew that he could win. He wasn't going to waste his time. He like, oh yeah, I might win the case. I mean, the case is cute. I don't got nothing else to do. Let me just go ahead and just do it real quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that busy. No, he took that case because he looked at all the evidence and said, you know what? We got this. This lady is underage. This absolutely will not be civil. Now, with the statute of limitations and the fact that, you know, she is underage, there is like time frames, the laws, it's so many different laws with, it's so many words that I can't say, but what happened to her is so many laws where she doesn't fit in within that time frame of the limitations of the statute. But there are some like first degree stuff that she does fit in. So I don't know what's going to happen with this lawsuit, but I definitely feel like that this might be the one. And the difference between her and Cassie is because she was underage. This is where the Fed's gonna get involved. Fed's like, oh yeah, we've been waiting. And from my understanding, he over in London with a whole camera crew. We don't know what he's filming, but from my understanding, what I had heard in the streets is that he is filming allegedly his own documentary because he wants to put out his own story before 50 put out his own story, because he wants people to think, of course, like he's innocent. Okay, so he doing his own documentary thing or whatever. From my understanding, honey, 50 is like, I'm on it. He's probably working on it every day and night. Got me working day and night. Honey, every night, every day he is on it. Oh my God. Oh God, what is going on? Shoot, 50. Oh shoot. I thought, oh no, honey. No, it's not a joke. And because he went public with it and he did say he was doing it, and all the proceeds would be donated to DV survivors. So yeah, like, it's real. It's not a joke. I hope Diddy sent Kamora a Cash App for taking care of the girls. He was smoking out of the Sprite can. What I say, it was Mountain Dew, honey. He was like, yeah, Diddy gonna like you. They gonna like, look, I know Diddy. Me and Diddy, we friends. We friends. I'm about to hit him. Look, I'm gonna call him. Yo, I got this shorty. Look, child, in the bathroom in a club that have 17-year-olds in it. I'm sorry, y'all know I'm so animated. Y'all know I always got my props. Like, what in the world? I said it was a Mountain Dew can. Yeah. He said Harvey hit the blank and took advantage of her. Yeah, absolutely he did. Yeah, absolutely. Ask Harvey Weinstein if someone is in touch. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Auntie Eva, what's going on? I'm sorry, I missed the chats. Let her know. That's right, Sabrina. Let her know. Oh, talking about, yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely dangerous out here. Hey, guys. Hey. Didn't mean to put, it's okay. Sorry to that man. Take the tab. 50 as a whole universe. Diddy ain't ready. No, whole universe. Let me tell you something. What did he say? What is 50 Cent's thing called? G Unit Productions or something like that? Yeah, like it's going down and it is real. It's such an unfortunate situation that it played out like this, but I'm so glad because it's been years and years and years and years and years and years of all these allegations, of all these speculations, of all this stuff with Diddy, all these people being unalive, all these deaths, all these sacrifices, all this uckery, and like, you know what I mean? And like people are coming out and they're like, you know, he's really gay, he's this, he's that, you know, it's cool. My thing is if that man likes other men, that is his business. You know what I'm saying? If that's how he like to get down, hey, he like the big black things, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's allegedly, that's what he say, like the big black things. If that's what he like, that is his business. I don't even care. But the fact that you blowing up people's cars and in these interviews, you looking at Cassie like this, like you better not. Oh, she didn't say it. Looking crazy, looking nuts, having these FOs on Friday nights, dressing up is with mask on and with rituals and candles and pig's blood and all this other stuff. Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? This is nuts. These are just the things that we have heard about. Think about all the things that we do not know about. We have to be more careful. We have to be more careful. I wonder what Faith Evans knows. Honey, I'm sure she knows some stuff too. I'm sure she knows some stuff. Like I just feel like it's so much going on like in the world, and I feel like people are just putting people on blast. Like someone said that this is like Aquarius season. I can't remember which season it is, where it's like the time where people are about to be exposed, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's so much stuff going on out here. Like they're saying that Jay-Z and Foxy Brown, and he was grooming Foxy Brown. She was 14 years old. No, I think this is old news. Like it's just so much going on. They saying that he next, and then you know Jamie Foxx, he has a lawsuit out on him, and that was before the statute of limitations ended on that Friday from that lady up in the nightclub up in New York. I actually did a live about that. I was like one of the first people I had heard about it. I was like, oh my God, I got to do a live. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was like, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? So yes, and Aaliyah. Like it's so much. And from my understanding, he had a part to do with Aaliyah. So the situation with Aaliyah, I don't know if y'all know, but supposedly he had unalived her, and Jay-Z, from my understanding, was like backing up that, allegedly was helped him cover that up. Like it's so much. Like this Hollyweird is so weird. Like I said in my last live that I did, when I think it was with Jamie Foxx, I was like, look, at this point, I am so glad to just be like a regular person. Like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be a superstar, because if this is the stuff that I have to deal with, like really, like is I was about to say, is $1 million worth it? But to go through all this, like, no, it's not. No, because I'm sure that even though Cassie might be a millionaire, 30 million, from my understanding, allegedly 100 million, she may have all this money and her family will live good. She has generational wealth. I'm so happy for her. But up here will be scarred for life. Honey, I hit my toe like a couple years ago and it still got a little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still scarred. So I can't imagine what her mental is spiritually, how she is inside. She probably has to keep it together every freaking day for the torment that she had to go through. Mentally, she probably ain't even right for real, because think about all the substances and the drugs and the stuff that they were pumping her up with. That's why Diddy had to keep her health records every time she went to the doctor. He had to keep them close because he had to make sure like she wasn't about to just croak over and be unalive, and especially if he didn't have something to do with it. And then too, you got to think about it, all these FOs and all these people that, you know, she had to like deal with on an intimate level. All these people, like, think about it. She could have caught anything. He probably had to keep, let me get these records because I need to make sure she don't got no, you know what I'm saying, stuff that she can't get rid of. You know what I'm saying? Messing with these male prostitutes. Like, think about it. Think about all these people that she slept with. Think about all these diseases that we may not know that she had, that she might have. So I see why Diddy had to keep her health records close, because he had to make sure that she ain't catch nothing. He probably had her in the doctor like every week with a checkup. Everything look good, Miss Ventura. Everything, yep, everything in order. Yep, you good. Take some blood work. Yep, everything came back negative. Like, you just don't know. You don't know. Let me make sure I ain't give her nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the big black ones, you know, the big black ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? Am I tripping? No, I don't want $1 million. Keep it. I'd rather have no money and be happy and at peace with myself and life. And I don't even need much. I've been saying for years, and I think I've said it on my vlogs when y'all knew me 2, 3, 4 years ago when I was doing my vlogs. I said, if I could leave here, which I can, but one day if I ever got the chance to leave here to go to an island, live in a hut on a beach where I can catch my fish, catch my lobster, catch my shrimp, catch my clams, have a little garden in the back and a little hut. And you know how, like, I don't know if y'all really, because there's a lot of people that haven't really like been overseas or whatever, like abroad, but you know, a lot of places they have like the little huts on the street and the ocean be in the back. You know what I'm saying? And they rent out bicycles and stuff like that. I want to rent out bicycles. I don't want a car. I don't want no jewelry. I don't want no makeup. I want to rent bicycles out, and I want to live in the back in my house. But in the front, I want to have a bicycle shop. And then in the back, I want to have like a little garden. And then I'm going to take one of my bicycles so I can go into town just in case I need to get like bread and stuff. If I could make bread, I could probably make some bread as long as I get some flour. But I got to go to the grocery store on my bicycle to get the flour. You know what I mean? So if I could have that lifestyle, that life, I absolutely want it. I've been saying it for years. And I think one day I'm going to get it, you know, have some chickens running around. So I don't got to buy no eggs. I won't have my own eggs. You know what I mean? Like, that is the kind of, if I could have that life over $30 million, but have to have everything else that came along with it, keep it. Because in 5 years, I might not be in my right mind, and I might end up going crazy and can't even spend it how I want to spend it because I'm crazy or something is wrong with me or my body shuts down. You just don't know, you know? But anyway, I feel like I'm going on and on and on and on. Oh my God. Yes, more money, more problems. Hey, Danny Owens. I remember when Wendy Williams told us years ago about him. Absolutely. And he even got her fired from the radio station because, yeah, she said it. She was like, look, it's so many men out here having all these babies, and I'm not going to have to say alleged because she said it, having all these babies to try to masculine themselves. I'm sorry, because y'all know sometimes I have a thing. To try to make it seem like, you know, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? But in real life, they in the closet. They like men. And they having all these babies and they having these relationships with the women because they trying to emasculate themselves to try to make it seem like that they don't really like the men. So they like, oh, if I'm having all these kids, how I'm gonna be gay? I'm married, how I'm gonna be gay? You know how many undercover brothers it is out here? A lot. And I'm gonna keep it 100. Usually when I date someone, and I'm gonna tell all my years when I was dating, when I was, you know, like it was like one of the first questions I would ask them, can I ask you a question? Do you like men? Have you ever been with a man? Like, have the man ever been with you? I mean, and if it is, it's cool. It's cool. I just need to know. And do you know, one time this guy was like, God, Sabrina, you make me feel like I can talk to you about anything. I was like, I do. He was like, yes. Like, you're like, you feel like, you know, like you're like really inviting. Like, I feel like I can talk to you about anything. And this is someone I talked to for like a couple weeks, and we were talking, and he was like, but yes, I actually have been with men before. And he's like, you know, and I'm like, do you still be with men? He like, sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, tell me about it. I was so intrigued. I was like, well, tell me about it. Like, what happened? He was like, well, what happens is that, you know, it makes me feel like powerful, and it makes me, I'm like, oh God, it makes me think of Diddy now that I'm thinking about it. It makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel like, you know, and it's like, you know, like I don't let them do me, like I do them. I do them. So they don't do, no, I would never do that. Like I would never, you know what I mean? Like I'm on top. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. Like I get it. Oh my God. I got just chill. I'm sorry, guys. He like, so it makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel strong. It makes me feel like I'm in control. I'm like, but you can't feel that like with a woman? He's like, no. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, tell me more. And he's like, no, like, it's just something that, you know, I do. And I'm like, so do you like men or do you like women? He's like, oh, no, I only like women. I was like, you do? He was like, yes. He was like, I have no desires to be with a man. He's like, I don't have no desires to be in a relationship with a man. He's like, I want a family. I want kids. He's like, I want to try to get married, you know? And he's like, you know, but, you know, like every now and then, you know, when I get that feeling, I'm like, well, what if you get married and you have kids and you get that feeling? And he's like, oh no, I already know. He's like, when I get married, I know. He's like, because I know, like, I'm leaving that life behind and now I'm ready to be in this relationship with my wife. I know. He's like, but right now I'm single. He's like, you know, it is what it is. I was like, wow, that is really interesting. So I'm just letting you guys know. Be careful out there, because it is a lot of men in the closet, and you can't be afraid to ask these questions in these relationships. You need to ask these questions. It's okay. You know what I mean? Have you ever cheated on a woman? When was the last time you were intimate with someone? Have you ever had any diseases? It's okay. It's okay. Like, how often do you go to the doctor? Like, you need to know these things. Like, what is your diet? You know, like you have to know these things, and it's okay to ask. And that's one thing about me. And I think that's why, you know, in my dating life, like when I was dating, like, especially like I was on the apps and everything, like when I was dating, like I needed to know, I needed you to answer these questions. And it turned a lot of men off. Like after I started asking all these questions, like I'd be like, hey, they'd be ghosts. Text me like 4 days later, hey, and they knew what they were doing, because they knew that, like, they didn't want to be the bad guy. So it was like they would wait to text me like 2-3 days later, like, hey, boo, what you doing? Like, what's up? And they did that on purpose, because they knew that that would have probably been a deal breaker for me. So it was like, instead of them being like, you know what, like, I'm not really feeling this, which they should, because people need to really be more honest with each other. Like, especially people that you're dating, honesty can take you so much further than what people think. But like, instead of being the bad guy, it's like they did something that was a deal breaker. And of course, if they text me like 2 or 3 days later, I'd be like, I'm not even going to waste my time. But I knew that that's what they were doing. They were trying to sabotage the situation. So, and it is what it is. But you have to vet these men. You have to ask questions for real, because right now, the day and age, we have people out here in the streets like Diddy. Okay, so we have to be very, very careful, because there are predators out here, especially like not even in the Hollywood and like our regular world. Like, you have to be careful. Like, it's men out here that don't mean us no well, ladies. Okay, they don't mean us no good. Okay, they don't care. They is for the streets. Okay, if they're gonna be for the streets, let them be for the streets. Okay, don't try to change a man that's trying to be in the street. When a man say, you know, I work a lot, you know, like we cool, you know, this is moving a little fast for me. You know, I really feel like, you know, you have these other men dating you, you know, and I'm not trying to like, you know, like be in competition or anything, you know, and I'm not moving to DC, and, you know, if you want to move here, then that's cool. You know? but I'm just not trying to, make a move or anything like that. But all this to say, I'm talking about Make a Move, Ready to Love. Y'all know. If y'all don't know, I was on Ready to Love, DC, and I review Make a Move, which is the new series from Ready to Love. And that is Cam and Zadia, if you guys don't know. But when a man shows you and tells you who he is, ladies, believe them. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on. Good question to know, but how many will really tell the truth? But guess what? D Brown, and I'm thinking that you're saying that to me saying ask the men the questions. But the thing is you're absolutely right. No man has to tell you the truth, and I'm pretty sure 40 to 50% of the men out here are going to lie because they have an end goal, and that end goal is to smash. Okay, I'm not saying all men. I'm saying a lot of men. It's a smash. So they're going to tell us everything that we want to hear. They're going to tell us the right things. And that's why I also say when I talk about dating is what you have to do is wait. Time will exactly tell you, because if he gonna la after about the 4th or 5th month, he like, dang, I'm tired of lying. Like, what in the world? Especially if you're not giving up the cookies. But once you give the cookies up, then guess what? He gonna start telling you the truth, because in real life, at that point, he's probably gonna sabotage your relationship, especially if he's really not into you. Because if he was really into you, he would have told you the truth, and the truth usually is something that you do not want to hear. Period. Point blank. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, guys. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm about to get off here. I've been on here for 51 minutes. I was like, I'm going to be on here for like 12 minutes and that's it. And anyway, I love you so much. Thank you so much. I just really hope that, everybody gets what they deserve. I'm really interested in seeing 50 Cent's documentary. I feel like that I wish I could even do like a watch party. I probably can't. I'll probably get copyrighted. I don't know. Maybe like if it comes out in the movie theaters, I don't know. Maybe like I'll rent out a place down here and we'll like all come together and put it on Hulu or whatever it's going to be on Netflix. Shout out to Netflix. And yeah, so we all come and watch it together. I don't know. But anyway, I have so much fun with you. I love you so much. Please make sure you like this video. And this is trigger warning. I'm sorry. I should have said it from the beginning for anybody that has been through any situations like this as myself. Golly, I should have said in the beginning, but I hope that I haven't offended anybody with any of my comments, and everything is alleged. I don't know. This is the stuff that I Google and I see on the internet, and I just wanted to repeat it and talk to you guys about it because of the fact that it hits so close to home with me, because I've experienced these things as well. Anyway, I love you so much. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. We got a whole lot of amazing things, and make sure you come back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for the live reaction watch party on Make a Move, or for Make a Move, Ready to Love on the OWN network, which was a show I was on. It's pretty cool. But anyway, love you. Bye.